This what y'all been waiting on, ain't
Damn,
it?
this shit exclusive.
All my niggas on my side know we ride, bruh. And if you want beef, I'm the wrong one. Every nigga with me keep a pistol, yeah, a chrome gun. So you better run when you see us coming. All my niggas in this bitch like Andre Drummond. We be manning in the paint, we some grown men. And I don't dap niggas up, I don't like friends. All my niggas got my back standing 6'3". All my niggas with me, yeah, we keep a pistol, see. We been in the game for a long time. Me and my niggas, yeah, we be on the grind. Readers roll veteran, y'all know who I'm better than. Haters make my head hurt, now keep me some Excedrin. I would never tell on another man, hell no. So all of y'all niggas that been snitching, motherfuck y'all. Shit. Welcome everybody to another episode of Real Spill with Dupree. Pensacola Flag League Week 2 recap, Week 3 preview. Got my boy Scotty. We back at it. I'm in my car this time, so I'm a little ghetto. How was the week? I could have sworn I seen a post from John saying that y'all weren't gonna play last week, and then y'all ended up playing because of the weather.
We got all our 5-man games in, and then we didn't get our 7-man.
Oh, okay. So no 7-man games was played.
Yep. So we're a week behind on 7s, but we're
a week ahead in 5s. I mean,
yeah,
on time with
on
5.
time. Yeah. So we're on week 3 of 5s, and then week 2 for 7s.
So all the games from last week will be this week for 7s.
Except for All Madden will no longer have a bye. So All Madden now has a 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock game.
Okay. Oh, so this is gonna be a short show then.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Mainly just need to go over probably the 5-man stuff, and then like I said, John finally updated the stats, so we had a couple stats that we can kind of
Talk
look
about.
at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if that's the case, man, I could have used y'all in damn turf wars if I knew you might gonna play.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah. I'd have much rather went there. Much
Yeah,
rather went there.
I ain't gonna lie, them Florida rules are a little different. I think
Oh
you
yeah.
got. I think you got to. I know. I learned one thing. I learned is you got to build a team different when you're going to play their rules because you got to play their rules. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to play screen the whole time and we still should have won. No excuses. But if you go into the tournament saying we're playing 5-man, I mean these non-contact Florida rules.
Yeah.
It's like teams were using every fucking body on the offense to throw. That shit was kind of fucking up the defense. But yeah.
Y'all won the 35 and up one, right?
Yeah, man, 5s. Oh yeah, great. Man, 5s are so fucking fun, bro. Like I'm addicted to 5s now, man. I'm
Are
addicted
you?
to 5. That 5 shit was fun.
Who'd y'all have?
For our 5s, we
What up, Ty?
had
What up?
we had Josh. I don't know if you know Josh the QB. We had Josh, me, Dre. We had Zach Flack from Albany. We had Tall Wayne, B, Chris, Davion, Smoot.
Smook over 35?
He just turned 35 last year. He finna be 36 this year.
No. Rookie
Right.
in 35.
We had my guy Pompey.
I
And
need
then Zach Flatt brought a guy on Lamar Hicks.
mm-hmm.
Lamar Hicks gave us some great rushing. Elvis played. Who am I missing? I feel like. Oh yeah, Steve Wolf. Steve Wolf from Tampa. You know Steve Wolf from Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Wolf played. Well, he played like a half in the first game, but his 7s were conflicted, so he didn't play the whole 5s with us. He had to go back to his 7s games. Cotton played. Yeah, we had fun, man. I that first game we didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then
I stopped playing and I kind of got. Oh, we had Kozak coaching us. Kozak
Yep.
did a hell of a job helping us get in and out of shit. And a lot of shit I ended up doing. It was once I stopped playing and got into coach mode. I was like, I remember what I seen y'all do. I remember what
Mm-hmm.
I watched New Breed do. Um, I remember what I watched Team USA do. Like, I'm a sponge, so I'm always watching and taking notes from other people. So when I stopped playing, I was like, okay, this is what we got to do. We got to get an extra quarterback. Like, we got to,
Yep.
I didn't really go over the rules with Josh because he never played it. So some of the shit was like that first game was working out Kings. He didn't know it was only three downs. He didn't know that it was a time when nobody rushed. So once we adjusted to all that, we played much better.
Yeah. To me, I still prefer sevens over fives, but fives is all about matchups.
Right.
All about matchups, and you got to have positive plays. Got to have positive plays.
Appreciate that, O'Shea.
Got to have
But
some positive plays.
I know one thing I ended up. Only thing we didn't do that I'm gonna do next time is we didn't go bunch enough. I learned that from Jason and New Breed too,
Yeah.
and then I started going under center and then pitching it back to my quarterback to kill the clock. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we grew up a little bit. So now we want to do it again. We're gonna do it again in North Carolina and Nationals.
Yeah. Fives is fun. It's just like I said. It's to me. It's all about finding that matchup, and I don't like the bunch. I know a lot of other people like the bunch. The bunch kind of throws me off, but
Right.
I don't consider myself a fives quarterback though. So
What you said about the matchups, that was key because we really didn't have a lot of one-on-one coverage guys, and then we didn't have like a lot of one-on-one beat you in on offense guys. Like Elvis played his ass off. Zach Flack was doing his thing from a running with the ball and making people miss his flag standpoint. But we were getting killed in coverage because we kind of really only had Elvis and Chris
mhm.
who could actually cover in space.
Yep.
So we know we were getting exposed early on. We played against a guy that was moving, two guys that were moving so fast. Like one guy was like, I know damn well he's not 35, and they was like, yeah, he's not 35, he's 44, and I was
What?
like, what?
Golly. That's one
Yeah,
of the ones. Hey, let me see your birth certificate at 35 years old.
listen, I was just like, bro, I was on the sideline because we watched the team that beat the brace off us the first time. They had the guy that was really moving, and I was talking on the sideline to one of the guys. I was like, man, be honest with me. How many of them people on your team 35?
Yeah, like, hey, y'all playing way too well to not to be over 35.
Right,
Them bones hit different.
right. So, but yeah, man, it was fun. So we now want to play. I told him I would get in regular five, but I wouldn't play it. I'll let the young guys play it.
Yeah.
But we're definitely 35 and up from now on.
Yep. Yep. Good. Let me run with y'all.
Yeah, you good? Come on, man. Come on.
Let me run in the 35 and up. All my guys are young.
Right.
Yeah, you stole Cozart from me last weekend. I needed him.
Oh man, I needed him. That boy
I
coached
need.
his ass off in fives too.
Hmm. Yeah, he knows what he's doing out there for that one for sure, for sure. All right, you want to get into this
Yeah,
fives?
let's
All
get into five-man Pensacola week 2.
right, week two scores. We got B2B 25 over SB 12. Uh, we just about started that game with four people, so we didn't have everybody show up again. Uh, I was rushing again at one point. But I mean, to be fair, right now B2B looked like the team to beat in fives.
Mm,
So Dom out there showing out like right now he might be my MVP vote right now. And we'll get it
damn.
we'll get into that when I got the stats in front of me and we'll back it up with stats. Then you got 850T's 0 SB 19. Now, that was a forfeit win. Jason and them legitimately only had four and didn't want to play with four. So we got the 19-0 forfeit, which I didn't really. Of course, I didn't want it that way. Uh, then you got Game Breakers 19-850 G's 0, which was also a forfeit win. So you know, Jason and them just didn't have enough people. Then on the other side of the day, you had DIH 20, Game Breakers 14. So it looks like that game ended up being pretty close. I know I talked to some guys from Game Breakers. They feel like, they shot themselves in the foot a little bit and had a chance to win it. I know they were missing Millie for the day. BIH, I think they may have played with their food a little bit, gave Game Breakers a little hope, let it be a good game. Then our game of the day, Caleb versus Dom, B2B 28, ITC 20.
Mm.
And there's a lot of yapping in that game. A lot of yapping. It was funny because Caleb scored, he threw a bomb, turned around and told him, "This is my game. This is my format." Then on the very next drive, Dom gets a sack, turns around and tells Caleb, "This is my blank now." So those are like teammates, and outside of this regular league stuff. So it was kind of fun to watch them go back and forth. And then the next game was ITC 13, BIH 30. And
Damn.
yeah, yep. So that was kind of a, you know, little humbling, but I think they had a chance to stay in that game. I know they called an inverted whistle that took a touchdown back for ITC. But I think in that game, what little bit I watched, uh, they couldn't do much with Nate. It seemed like every time I looked up, Nate was scoring. So our standings for five, we got B2B 4-0, BIH 4-0, ITC 2-2, SB 1-3, Game Breakers 1-3, and 850G's 0-4.
Damn, I didn't see that coming.
No. Oh, so yeah, I didn't. I thought Caleb was gonna handle. I think what we both had Caleb winning both games. I don't remember who we picked. I couldn't find my notebook for that.
My notebook at home. I know I picked Bill. I picked Bill both of their games.
Yep. Well, that was a. I'm pretty. I might have took Caleb in that one.
I think you did. I think I remember saying you was gonna go Caleb.
Yep. Yep. And I know I took us again, so I know I missed that one. So
Now the
well,
Born to Ball one, I can't remember. I want to say we both took Born to Ball, but I'm no. I mean, I'm saying we. I think we both took Caleb, but I can't remember. I can post them when I get home just so we can have the record of them. But
yeah.
I know for sure. I said I was never going against Ty again. So
Yeah. I knew that was happening. I knew that was happening. Dang. So I probably went down in my picks for fives now. Then.
yeah, I think you probably did. Now our sevens was a little. Our sevens would have been. Remember we talked about it on the show. We was like sevens is going to be the one that shake up everything.
Uh-huh. Yep. So for stats right now for passing touchdowns, we got Dom in the lead with 14.
Woo.
Lil Ty got him 11. He's in second. And Caleb got 11. So they're the three that's in double digits. Receiving, we got two shockers up here. We got
Millie.
Loveless. No, Millie
Oh,
wasn't there this week, so I don't know
oh
what his
okay.
stats are.
Oh,
We got
okay.
Loveless with 6, and Mom was 6. So we got
I
two
put that
tied.
my man.
Yep, yep. The old spin cycle himself. And then we got Nate with 4 in third. Uh, Tyler Vaughn's got the most rushing touchdowns with 3. Everyone else had 1. Here's the one that's gonna. This is the one that shocks me. Sacks. You got
Steven?
Steven.
Right.
Steven got 2 sacks. I mean, it's 2, but
Right.
I ain't never seen that man rush, and somehow he got
Right.
2 sacks.
Is he rushing? Or he just getting back there every now and then?
I think he just gets back there every now and again. I don't see him rushing regularly.
Right. Okay,
And then
Steve.
Tom, huh?
I said, okay, Steve.
Yeah, yeah, a little shocker. And then you got Dom with 2 as well. Interceptions. Caleb's leading the pack with 3, and then everyone else has just got 1, so I didn't even list them. And pick sixes, you got Luches, Dedrick, and Dom each with a pick 6. So that's why right now my mid-season the drop back. Grant said it's the drop back that he's going to get.
Okay.
Still counts as a sack though. He's doing his job. Doing his job. But
My boy Lou at Walking Pick Six, he got one in at Mayhem too in fives.
oh yeah,
Or was it fours? It was the fives or fours. He got a pick six in.
if he picks it, he's probably going to the house.
Right. That's
Then
one of those. That's one of those when you see him pick it, just throw your arms up.
just like you know it's
Right.
going the other way. He might would have had more if they actually showed up on well, he was there. He was there. I think they had Jason, Lou. Oh man, Jason, Lou, Vaught, and Thaddeus. That was their 4 that showed up for him at least. So yeah, he could have potentially jumped up on that board again, especially in fives.
Right.
Especially in fives. But yeah, looking at the stats, and now that I've played B2B twice, right now Dom would probably be my MVP for the
For the fives.
for the fives. Leading in passing touchdowns. He's got him a rushing touchdown. Got him 2 sacks. I know he's got him a pick. So, he's just pretty much everywhere on the board right now.
Damn, Dom. Dom
Hmm
taking what they call it, taking out spreading your wing.
yep. Yep. Spread his wings and exceeding with it. So now let's talk about the games that are happening this Sunday, weather permitted.
Right.
At 8 a.m., we got SB versus GB. I think we're gonna take that personally. Then the other 8 o'clock game, somebody's getting an L. I got the 7 mans too. We just ain't made it to 7 man yet, John. You got 32 sacks. Uh, did you do that in fives, Eddie, or sevens? I thought it was sevens. He did that.
He had 32 sacks. God damn.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to see Ty in front of you as a quarterback for sure,
Sheesh.
for sure. But you got BIH versus B2B. Somebody has to catch an L.
You know who
Somebody.
I'm picking.
You're going BIH.
Of course. Ain't nothing to talk about with that one.
You took
I
us
love
over GB.
huh?
You took us over GB. I'm assuming.
Who been playing quarterback for them? Has Ty been thrown up?
No, not for
Tyrone, I
fives.
mean I'm saying I keep forgetting his 2 ties. Tyrone been showing up.
Not for fives.
Oh, then I'm going to SB.
Okay. Okay. So you went. Well,
BIH over B2B.
yep. I'm going. I'm going B2B because I gotta make up some ground. I gotta make up some ground in my picks. But I mean, once again, I mean they're both playing right now. I mean, to me, I mean they're head and shoulders the two best teams right now in fives.
Right.
So I mean, regardless, you can't go
Can't go
wrong with either
wrong.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, with either one. The only midway point though, you don't win a championship at midway.
you definitely don't. Unless
I,
you're in the NBA and you win that championship the Lakers won. What is it
yeah,
called? The playing game?
the play.
Playing.
Yeah, the mid. Yeah, that was for LeBron.
Right.
That was for LeBron. That was to help him get a little something extra. Uh, the 8:30 game, I got SB versus ITC. I'm taking us.
I'm taking ITC.
There we go. I can make up some ground on that one too.
Unless you know
Uh,
something I don't know. Is Caleb not playing?
nah, Caleb will be there. Caleb will be
Okay.
there. Yep, yep. Caleb gonna be there. So I mean, but I can't not pick us.
No,
You know,
you can actually.
you cannot. No, got to. Uh, then you got B2B versus 850Gs. I got B2B.
I'm going B2B.
Yep, yep. Hopefully, Jason, them got enough this week. Then the 9 o'clock game, we got GB versus ITC. I got ITC.
I got ITC.
Yep. Then we got 850G versus BIH.
You know who I'm going.
You going 850Gs?
I'm going BIH.
Me too. Me too. Me too. I gotta have that one. I gotta have them there. So the game of the day is gonna be the 8 o'clock though. The BIH versus B2B.
Right.
That's gonna be the matchup. That's gonna be the one.
And
Dom Dom Dom's gonna probably have to see Ty all game.
that's gonna be a matchup right there.
Uh huh. Then then they're gonna have to, guard wide out there, wide.
A white man showing up every week.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. He maybe he stays true to his word and he pulls up every week. Then you got,
Did he guarantee that he play all season?
yeah,
Okay.
that's what he's saying. The
Has
second he
Tyrone
don't,
been? Well, I guess y'all didn't play 7 this week, so I can't say did
yeah,
Tyrone come. I just forgot.
Mon trying to bet some cheese in there. That's gonna be, man.
That's gonna be a
I wish,
game.
I wish I was not playing at 8. I almost want to change my 8 because I want to watch that game. Somebody might have to go live for you on that one.
I was just finna say, somebody please go live. I was just finna say I might drive down there and play fives with Jason, but they put the playoffs for the Thomasville League this Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, so we got to go down there. They starting the playoffs at 1 Sunday. So
Hmm. You ain't got Kozar on your team, right?
I do.
Ooh, I need him. I need him. I need him at 8 and 8:30. Co, what you doing, my dog?
He coming with me.
Oh. All right. To jump into sevens, the only two games we really gotta which will be interesting, that we gotta fix is we got BWA versus All Madden at 11.
Ooh, you know where I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going BWA too. I'm going BWA too. Even though All Madden is gonna have a celebrity appearance from a certain individual. So that's going to help their offense. He's going to be very rusty, but he said he'll be there and he can make a difference on offense. And then the 1 o'clock game is All Madden versus B2B. And I'm taking All Madden in that one.
Oh man, in B2G. Yeah, I gotta go, Tyler.
Going Tide. Okay, so neither one of us making up no ground on that one then. All right. So I guess we can go over. I got some stats. I got some
Did
of the
you fall out? The
stats right
phone
here.
fell. Oh,
Huh?
I was like, did you fall or did the phone fall?
Hey, I'm over 35. It may have been me. 7-man stats. The leading passer is Jason and Dom with 7. Then we
Nice.
got then we got David Dalton in second with 5.
Woo.
Um, then we got Trey, Tyler, and Kenny sitting in third with 4.
Okay, Dalton, my
Yep,
boy.
yep, yep. He out there. He was out there slinging it. Now, strength of schedule matters. Um, Receiving touchdowns. We got Wyatt leading with 5. Dedrick and Lou with 4, and Mystical with 3.
And Mystical with SB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Then we got in sacks, Luches leading the way with 5. Then Ben from YNs has got 3. And then Jack from B2B, I think he's him. And then Dez from High Life each got 2. And then there's a bunch of one-offs with 1.
My boy Lucha is at Lou at Russia.
Yeah, he been rushing. Then interceptions. We got Grand and James from YN leading the pack with 2. So I don't remember James getting 2. I think I ref both his games. Oh, apparently the YNs claim they got a quarterback now. So I
Did
don't
they
think
say who?
some guy that posted on the page that said he's scared. uh who are they playing? Blur and Ready for Whatever. They said he's on the page. James said he was nice. Said he has experience and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I picked against them both games. I'm gonna keep it because they got Blur and Ready for Whatever. So I'm gonna keep Blur and Ready for Whatever over them. But hopefully they look better. Hopefully they look better with an actual quarterback. So then
Yeah.
we
James said he caught 2 the first game.
it was 2 the first game. Oh, okay. Who they? I don't even remember who they played. It must have been right when that rain started hitting. But they yeah, hopefully that helps them because quarterback's very 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 important. Um, I do want to. Hey, you keep up with that flagged up?
I've been trying to lately.
You see that question he posted the other day?
Oh, do local rings matter?
I think yeah, he was talking about local rings and all that stuff.
Right.
What
What
you
you
think?
think?
Ah,
Oh, he
no,
asked
no,
the
no.
same thing.
Yep, yep. So
um, go ahead.
to me, and I know I'm in the minority probably in this. Um, I say yes. But I still enjoy the local leagues just as much as I enjoy going out of town
Right.
because I for a local league you are actually going through a progression of a season to win.
Mm,
So you're going like I mean, granted you have to play well that one playoff day, but you got to play well through 10 weeks or no 8 to 10 weeks to even make it to A or make it to the ship. Like you got to, there's a progression there versus, oh no, I just played really well this
right.
one day, or I played really bad this one day and I didn't win because of that.
Right.
So me personally, I think local leagues still do matter. and also the teams back home know you better than the
Mm-hmm.
out of town teams. So you know, for instance, I can go out of town, and when me and Jordan are playing together, man, I can run that 10 and come back 15 times in one day because nobody knows. Back home, I gotta save that 10 and come back with Jordan, because everybody's looking for it.
Yeah, I think I think I do think local stuff matters, but I think it matters depending on what your local, um,
Talent.
yeah, what it looks like. Cause like for me and Tally, our Tally League is not what it used to be back when we had a bunch of teams. You know, we had the Black Magics and the Jokers and the Real Talks and Shake and Bake Ramrod. Like, but back when we were deep,
Yep.
I would say yes for the same reasons you said. Like local is harder because everybody know you. You know, you don't get to get hot one week, one weekend. You may be hot this week, and then another matchup next week might not be your, in your favor. So I would say they do matter. I don't think they matter as much from a from our mindset of how we look at it. Where we're saying if I go on the road to win, because you always hear it all the time.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
league champs go do it on the road. You know, I'm pretty sure you've heard that in Pensacola. I've heard it in Tallahassee.
Yep.
But I think how much it matters is what kind of talent you're playing against. A
Yep.
Pensacola championship, yes, I would say I definitely can flaunt that around and say, yeah, well, I won the Pensacola league. So in our area right now, how we have been the last few years, I would say you can't celebrate a Tallahassee championship because you may have four teams maybe that are legit, and everybody else is you're just beating up on. So yes, if you're in a good talent area, Orlando, Tampa, Pensacola, some of those areas like Alabama, when you're playing against travel teams anyway, like in Pensacola, y'all don't have a lot of travel teams, but it's a lot of travel team talent. Like
Yeah.
a lot of guys are traveling with other teams, but you still got 10 teams that's going to give you a legit competition each week. And some of those teams like um, um, 850 Blur and Chaos, even Game Breakers, even though he don't really take his team, I think they would be good teams on the road too, in like a C division or a B division. So it's kind of like you're playing against travel teams in a sense.
Yep.
So it'll count, but how much it count depending on the talent in the area, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. That's a fair. That's a fair.
Because like
But
for me, the team we took to Turf Wars and failed to win with, if I had that team locally, we beating the brakes off of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had that team in Tallahassee, we probably, I ain't gonna say probably, well, I know we beat the brakes off of everybody because there's not a lot of talent here. But
hmm
I take that team to Pensacola where it's a bigger talent pool. We're competing against teams week in and week out. So if you go win like that, where you get the opportunity to, like, we don't get the opportunity to make up for the mistakes we made in turf wars, like whether it be having the wrong lineups in, having guys in there that didn't mesh, being able to go home and be like, okay, we're gonna try this week that didn't work last week. You don't get that in a tournament. Whereas a league, yeah, it looks like on the surface it say, okay, the Freedom took a really good team to turf wars and failed. Okay, but if I was in a league, that one day or those two games don't really matter because we could go on a little run. You know what I'm saying? We can make the
yeah.
adjustments. So I agree with you on the league aspect of it. It gives you opportunity where your whole season dictates whether your team's successful or not, and not just one game. Because like you say on that Sunday, you got one game, you out of there. I don't care how good you play on Saturday,
Uh huh.
and that's that's
Yeah.
that's why I say winning local is just as important.
I just
Hell,
think. I just think sometimes, like I said, the fact at home, everybody knows you. They know your
right,
tendencies, so
yeah,
it forces you, like I said, to have to try new things and whatnot.
right,
You can get better in your local league.
right.
Like I said, I can go out of town and I'm playing a team full of just freak athletes,
Mm-hmm.
but my slant's there every time because they don't
Yeah.
know to jump it. or
Right.
they're looking for the comeback, or little things like that. They don't know.
Mhm.
They haven't played you. Right. But, I mean, like I said, there's levels to it.
Yeah, and I think and I agree with Eddie. It starts at home, because
Yep.
your home league is really where you kind of get your feet wet. You kind of see who can do what, who can do. Okay, this guy might, but and it also molds guys for the road, because like you may be a great cornerback locally, right? But then we go on the road and you may play corner, and then we realize like, shit, you may be better at linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah, you may be a linebacker in the local league, but we may go out of town, and hell, you might need to be a corner.
Hmm.
It's like you might need to be a rusher. Hey, you may be a rusher in the local league, but we might need your speed and athleticism at receiver on the road. So it's like you said, that the city league, your local league, if you're playing against comp, molds you for the road.
Yep. There's a guy on my team, uh, Austin. When he first started playing with me, I had him at corner because we needed a corner for that team. Well, then we went to a Birmingham tournament, and I had two corners, and we put him at linebacker, and he was better at linebacker. He's a beast at linebacker. I
Right.
was, hey, we don't found what you're good at.
And that local league, yeah, like you said, the local league also allows you to put guys in different positions. You really don't have that luxury on the road. You don't
Hmm.
have an opportunity to be like, okay, let me try you out at linebacker, and then okay, it ain't working. Let me move you over here to corner. You don't really have that time and that luxury on the road, so you kind of gotta go out of town with ready-made guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of
Yep.
gotta build it. Like what I started doing when I actually started having success on the road. Because at first I used to always just take everybody that's good. That shit don't work. You
Nah.
got to start like, I need you to go play linebacker. I'm getting you because you're the best linebacker I've seen week in and week out in the league. So I need you to go out of town and just do that. Like, you're a really good receiver. Not saying that you can't do something else, but I just need you to focus on linebacker. And then you build. So yeah, you build your travel team off what people are doing in your league and what guys showing on a week in and week out basis. So that's why I say your local league definitely matters, unless you're putting together. And then, like I say, the other part about the tournament play is not everybody are traveling with their guys from the area. You got some teams that I may get 2, 3 of the
Yep.
best teams from this area and 2 or 3 of the best teams from that area, and then I got 4 or 5 of my guys, and that's a team. Like when we first won nationals in Orlando, it was half my guys, half BTT.
Yep. We've kind of made a living off of going out of town with people from all over.
Right, and that's what you
But,
kind of got to do, honestly, because if
yep.
not wholeheartedly, but if it depends on where you're going and what division you're getting in. But like if you can get 4 or 5 ready-made guys from somewhere else, and then you take your local chemistry, organized, unity team, and then you add 4 or 5 athletes.
Yep.
That's a good recipe. Because, like you said, if you're taking guys that have not traveled before, you're going to spend most of the time trying to figure out uh, how they're going to perform, and then you don't get the luxury. You only get the luxury the next time you go. Like all the years I've been traveling, I'm like, yeah, this guy's a baller in the league, and then you get out of town with him, and yeah, you're probably not going to be a travel guy, but
Yep.
you don't get that luxury because the weekend's over. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? In the league, I get to be like, okay, well, I thought you was a cornerback last week against SB. I realized you're not a cornerback, so you're not playing it this week. So the league gives you more time to actually
Groom.
figure shit out.
Yep. Groom and kind of put that puzzle together because that's what I call it. It's a puzzle.
Right.
It's a puzzle. You're trying to you know, put it together and go win you a chip. Who he beat? Oh, and Grand. By the way, Grand did go stupid that day in Birmingham. Man, we took this random team, and Grand just went off. But it's
So that's
expected. It's expected. He's a baller. He's a baller anyway. So we already knew what was going to happen.
Keon, Coach out talking about. I took um 2 years ago. I took 2 teams to Turf Wars. I took so we won. when we won with standing on business, we wanted to play again. So the next
Mhm.
tournament was Turf War the following year. So standing on business win again, and then I took everybody else that wasn't on standing on business, and we ended up playing each other in the championship game. And the team I took and played on, we beat the standing on business team in the championship.
Hey, there you go. There you
But it
go.
was a crazy tournament, and we went to like five, the final four. We went to like five overtimes to get to the championship, and I think standing on business team, they went to like two overtimes to make it to the championship. And then we played each other, and
Hmm.
it came down to like the last play of the game, last drive of the game, and we ended up winning.
Mm. Well, let me ask you this one because I think this was another topic on that flagged up thing. Does it matter what division you win?
No,
I agree. I agree. I think, and I think Pensacola is real bad about this, and they'll never admit it. There's too many times where I hear if someone wins a C or a B, and there's just hate. There's just hate. You know, hey, if you win something, go celebrate it. Go
right,
celebrate. If I'm at the house and I see you won C, hey, you know,
right.
get your flowers. I mean, you traveled, you did what you had to do to win. I mean, it just is what it is.
I think that's a bad flag culture in general. I
Yep.
see it a lot. I see it a lot to where it's like, be damned if you do, be damned if you don't. If you
Yep.
go out of town and you don't win anything, you got people who are gonna hate that say you went and you're not good as you. I told y'all not to go with them. That's why I didn't go with them, or they'll never win. You got that aspect of it. You got people around the flag world saying you didn't win anything, and then
Yep.
if you win something, it's, oh, you won, but you only won because so and so wasn't there. You only won because you took so and so off so and so team, or you only won because you was in the C division. And it's last, like, I feel like this. I don't give a damn what I'm competing in. I'm gonna win. I want to win, right? And I'm gonna celebrate my win.
Yep.
On top of the other fact, I think everybody misses is you play to the level of of your talent. Like, you don't. I've like everybody always asks me, why you ain't never been in A, why you never been in pro? Because I've never had an A or a pro roster.
Stay
I've
tuned.
never traveled to multiple tournaments with the same team.
Yep.
And a part of my job as a general manager is to, I also care about the time and the money that my players are spending to go to a tournament. So why would I tell everybody, pay $50 a piece, get a hotel, get rental cars, get Airbnbs, and let's go play in pro so we can say we played in pro, get our ass beat to sleep, and then come back home? Like, that to
Yep.
me is like the dumbest idea that people come up with. Well, we was in pro, well, you got your ass kicked all games.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That shit makes no
See,
sense.
that's my whole thing is play where you belong. If you're taking a C roster, play in C. You
Right,
got B roster, play in B. No shade. Play where you're supposed to. Now, don't go play in, in C if you got an A roster. You know what I mean?
right,
I just play where you're supposed to. Play where your
right.
talent's at.
And I would love, like, all the years we've been putting out, like back when I had BDH and we were that pink and blue. Like, if that team would have stayed together, I probably would have eventually been. Because my whole thing I used to tell my team is, if they was like, hey, we want to go to this. I was always getting in rec when we go to Tampa, right? And
Hmm.
they be like, man, we want to get in comp. And I'm saying, I don't have a problem with getting in comp, right? But let's
Hmm.
be realistic. We're not winning rec, right? We're going to Tampa and we're losing in rec. And then y'all saying y'all want to get in comp. That makes zero sense to me. Because other than the fact to say we played in comp, I'll tell you what. If we win rec, we'll go to comp.
Yep.
And we never won rec, so it's no point of going to comp. Like, point blank. And it's
Yeah.
like you say, if you build, I'm honest with myself, and I'm not like some guy that got like this mindset of I'm bigger than what the program says I am. If, like you
Hmm.
said, if I got a C bracket team, I'm going to C bracket.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Well,
now if I go now me you let's just say New Breed, Tally, and BWA put a team together. Now we ain't got no damn business going in no C. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something. Now then I can see somebody saying, why the hell was y'all in C? But if SB go with just SB, or even if SB go with a few BWA players or whoever, it depends on who you have, like who you have at that moment, who's committed to the team to
Yep.
determine whether you go in the division. I'm not. I don't like even Pensacola, for instance. Like you guys be giving us hella support. Like you guys was hella support when we were just in turf wars.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when y'all out of town, I'm gonna hella support the hell out of. I don't give a damn if y'all go win F division. I'm gonna say Pensacola, Florida, won F division. I play with them boys. I see them boys, so I'm like, hell yeah, win that shit.
Yep. Like I said, I think your roster matters. What the pool is that's in that division matters,
Yeah,
and just play where you belong and be humble about it. But even regardless, I just can't stand when people want to knock, you know, where you play or where you win. It's like, did you go out of town or are you just still sitting on your couch? You
right,
know, we went to go play. We spent money. We want to go We want to go on a run.
right. And then it's always the people who are not somewhere, and it's usually the players who the first credit is going to come from a player who wasn't invited to be on the team. That's the first one. You get at least 3 WA members, you guarantee the next. I agree.
Eddie
The,
ain't
the
lying.
the first the first hate gonna come from somebody who wasn't invited. So the person who wasn't invited, who didn't get on the team, they may say, "Boy, Scotty, I hope y'all go win that shit." But really, they're like, "I don't want them to win because they want to be able to say, see, y'all should have took me. Y'all didn't win because I
Uh-huh.
wasn't there.
Yep.
That's why I didn't go." And then the second critic is going to be somebody who really don't want to see you, just don't want to see you have success. They're going
Yep.
to criticize. Those are your two biggest critics. Somebody who didn't get on the team, and then somebody who really don't want to see you have no success anyway.
Yep. I had when we won fives aired out in Tampa this year in January. I had a guy that normally plays in the B bracket, and they were like, "Why were y'all in C?" And I'm like, "Well, shoot, these C teams are pretty good.
Right.
And we had to fight to win that championship. We were, you know, there's still talent in
Mm-hmm.
these C bracket tournaments. There's still
Mm-hmm.
good teams.
And you know
So,
why it's telling in those C brackets? Because now you got those guys that will put together a good team.
hmm
You got guys who will put a B team together and then go and C because they want to go win something. You got guys who have an A roster and they'll get in B because they want to win something.
yep,
So it's like it's two sides to it. You got some people who
yeah,
are really where they should be, and then you got some guy that's saying, "I just want to win. I just want to ring chase a championship chase." Like you say, if I'm competing to win, and I'm now if I go out of town and I'm just beating everybody 40-0 or 50-2 or something like
you
that,
got to move up.
and I
Got to
shouldn't be in
move
that
up.
division. But like even when we won our C division, when we won North Carolina C division, first of all, we went to C because we'd never been in North Carolina. We didn't know what we were walking into. That's number
Same,
one. And number
same.
two, we didn't have most of the key guys from Tally that I would have had confidence in going in B with couldn't go.
Yep,
That when we paid for the team, we had 9 people, and we were like, we never been to North Carolina before. We want to go. We're going regardless of who. Long as you can pay and help get there, we're going to go.
yep.
We
Well,
picked
that's
up AJ and Zach. They ended up saying they could go the week of
mm,
when we were going to North Carolina. So we ended up with, I think we ended up with like 12. I
yeah,
think we put up like them two and somebody else like the week of, and we ended up with like 12. But like Smoot couldn't go, or like we didn't have G9.
mm,
Like Kozart, I don't even think Kozart was traveling. Well, I don't even think we had met Kozart then, but like we didn't have any of the guys that you would be like, yeah, let's go and beat. So that, and then if you look at that picture, and I told the team when I didn't expect to win. If being honest, like I didn't, and there's no knock on the guys that we took, but
yeah,
like 4 or 5 of the guys had never traveled before. The guy who ended up being like our defensive MVP, that was his first ever tournament. He had 2 huge interceptions. One of them ended the game in the playoffs when we had a 1 point lead, and it was Waterboys was going down to score to win the game, and he got a pick. So it's like those kind of moments are just like, yeah, I'm supposed to be in C. So you can say
yeah,
what you want, but you don't have a C championship, so don't talk to me unless my whole thing. I'll be humble, right? Because
yep,
we got Tallahassee people that be chirping and saying this and saying that. I leave it alone because I've been doing this a long time and I don't have anything to prove. I do it for the fun, but
yep.
Don't talk to me if you never went out of town and won. I don't give a damn what division I win. And don't talk to me if you never went out of town and won and you weren't on my team.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yep.
I don't even want to hear it unless you're going to win. Then don't talk to me because I've won plenty of times. I've lost a lot too, but
Yep.
I don't want to hear criticism from a motherfucker who number one never put a team together, can't put a team together. Like you can say what you want to say, but I get asked by teams that are not from Tallahassee to come with them and coach their team. Like
Hmm.
I can get picked up by anybody. Kozart receives a lot of criticism in Tally, but Kozart gets called to go somewhere
Yep.
else. A lot of
Oh,
the guys that criticize Kozart don't get asked to go nowhere. So it's like, yeah, you guys are critics, but you're critics and you don't have your own shit going on for you. So I don't want
hey,
to hear it.
as soon as I officially put us in that Birmingham thing, man, I text him the next day.
Oh yeah,
I said, "Hey, you want to run?" He's like, "Yeah, let's do it." He got a spot with us anytime,
right.
anytime.
Then I feel the same. A win is a win. Like you said, at the end of the day, we all spending money. We got to get rental cars. We got to get there. We got to get Airbnbs. So to downplay somebody's championship from the couch when you ain't spent no money, you're just sitting home hating. That shit weird to me, man.
Yeah, yeah. And what's crazy is like once again, so first of all, like that aired out C, man, there's like 30 something teams in it. I mean,
Right,
that's a lot of games you got to win.
right,
And then you got teams at home that want to criticize you, and it's like you wouldn't even won that C bracket.
right, right,
I mean, what are you?
right. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. So I don't know. To me, I want us to get to a point, especially with Pensacola, we celebrate everybody's wins. Instead of all low key hating on each other. Let's remember
Hmm.
we play this game for fun. We
Right.
enjoy everyone's company out there on Sundays. Let's let's support each other when we go out of town.
And ain't none of us getting paid for the shit. I feel like sometimes you hear people talking, it's like, are y'all getting paid thousands of dollars and millions? So, and it's decide like if you're winning, right? Are you getting paid for your wins, or are you not? Because we're all, no matter what we win, it's the same shit. It's just a ring. It's just
Yeah.
a win. So you come home and it's the same shit. You spent the same amount of money. You had to travel like we did. So I don't like it's this. I don't really get it unless you're going and winning $1 million pot. I don't understand like what's the difference between winning certain shit, certain divisions.
Hmm.
That's what I said too. It'd be C team with A bracket players.
Yeah. Yeah. I see it
That
all
shit just
the
be
time.
weird, man.
Mm.
I never understand it. Uh, I never understand it. And then it like the not being able to come together. You can't. Egos be playing a factor. Like you got guys who wanted to be their idea. They
Yep.
rather go lose on their own than come together and win because they don't want certain people to get the glory. It just be a lot of BS that come with it, and it don't got to be that. We're all grown. We're all paying to play, right?
Well, I like to think of it, as far as kind of where you're getting at situational football. Like most of these people, I think, played real football. You get put in depending on whether the situation's 3rd and 1
Right,
or 3rd and 25. Like
right,
it ain't a a knock on you if you're not in for a certain play.
right.
Like you said, the egos.
Yeah, that be that shit be blowing me because I be trying to understand like, okay, like say that for instance, on your own team, you may be the man, right?
Hmm.
But if you put together a team with the best of the best, you may no longer be the man. So why not take whatever role it is associated with it? Like I may be the star receiver on my team, but if I get on a team with 5 or 6 other guys that may be better receivers than me, I'm no longer gonna be the man. I should be like, okay, I want to win. It's like when you leave the city, it should be about winning, nothing
Yep.
else. Like not playing time. Obviously, you want to go out of town, you want to play right,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it
But
should be about winning.
I can promise you, at the end of the day, when you're taking that picture and it's posted all over Facebook, nobody has your snap count for
Right.
the weekend. I
Facts.
mean that 5 man, that one that I'm talking about that we won to see.
Right.
I played pool play, and then I said, "Hey, look, let's put the better athletes on the field. I'm gonna go sit my old butt over here on the sideline and
Right.
coach y'all up.
My first nationals, the first nationals, I was in a boot, coming off my boot. I think I was coming off my boot. I didn't play at all. I didn't play it down.
Yep.
But guess what? I still got a ring. I still was in the picture. Only reason why you know I didn't play because you had to know I was hurt, or you see me in the picture with my regular clothes on.
Yep. But the thousands of other people who didn't know, they're like, man, that dude won something.
Right, right. Like even when I be at the, when I go to big tournaments, I always wear like all my rings, and
Yeah.
like people will be like, "Damn, how do I get some of them?" Like, well, you winning a lot, and like
Uh,
three of those, I don't even know if I fucking played in them.
you got them though. You got them though. That's
So
all that.
nobody don't fucking remember whether you start. Like guys
Oh,
be putting too much stock in starting, and why
yep.
Scotty starting over me, and like it be. I never understand it. I guess I just think about the fact that damn, I guess I'm just old, and a lot of guys still like trying to prove shit. Either the ones who didn't play high school ball and still trying to like, make up for those old days,
Hmm.
or I don't know, because like most of the guys that I know that played in the league or played college ball, they're the most humblest flag players I ever met.
Yep. Yep.
And the guys who
They under
didn't
they
play shit,
understand. They
huh?
understand situational football.
Right,
That's just what I call it. Situational football. Just like I said, when we go to our tournaments and we're playing small ball, I just tell everyone, I'm like, hey, let me play pool play, and then you can put your athletes out there and run.
right.
And I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Even
me and Wayne, and I when
even seven.
I never understand how guys be giving us flat by not playing or not starting, whatever, playing both ways. Me and Wayne are the owners of the team. We're pulling the most weight, and then we go to the tournaments and we sit on the sideline, and then we got to get gripe from somebody that we asked to come out for a play or come out this series, and it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, the owners of the team are standing on the sideline. What makes you think you're more exempt from coming off the field? And that should be weird to me. Or I just
Yep.
be like, one. Sometimes I be wanting to say, if you take your own team, right, you could do whatever the hell you want to do. You can talk how you want to talk. You can sub. You can tell who goes in, who doesn't go in. You can do all that you want. But when you come to somebody else's team and you're following somebody else's leadership, yes, give your opinion. Yes, give it, suggestions and advice. But at the end of the day, when you're playing on somebody else's brand, just go roll with the punches or stay home.
Yep. Yep.
Those are two options. But like to go up and down the road with people who feel like they can tell you what to do and what you should do, why y'all playing him, why you taking him, oh yeah, Dupree them lost because they had this person playing. And it's just like at some point that shit get old. I'm like, I've won. I don't understand why you have a problem listening to me when I've won. Like I don't understand it. So
Yep. It's just like I said, it's just things that we should clean up as a community,
right,
especially in Pensacola and Tally. I mean, pretty much won now, anyways. You know, we should be cheering. We should be cheering each other on, and not have little grudges or be upset. Because someone won out of town and they played C or B instead of A or anything like.
hmm
You know.
and and then when you look at other teams, like when a lot of those Georgia, Atlanta teams be. Uh, a lot of them Georgia and Atlanta teams be in different tournaments. New Orleans tournament be in different tournaments. All those teams, and then you even see teams that don't are not from the same city, but they got mutual respect. I be seeing a lot of teams that coach each other up, celebrate each other. Like I learned a long time ago coming to Pensacola tournaments, watching how they be like 5, 6 New Orleans teams, and when they're not playing, they're over there at the other New Orleans team sideline coaching them up, telling them what to run, telling them who to put in, like supporting them. And yes, we can have our city rivals, like that's okay. But once we start playing against other people out of town, it should be everybody against. It should be us against the world, and it don't be like that. Even when I first started traveling, I used to always hear like the little slick comments like Dupree done went out there and lost again. Dupree done ain't win this. Dupree done see I took, and it's just that shit always been weird to me. And then when I started winning, it be crickets.
Yep. Yep. Or hating on how you won.
Oh, hey, now how I won, right?
Yep. Like I said, I like to think that most of Pensacola's good with it, but like I said, there's still enough chatter out there that I'm like, hey, let's just try and do better.
Right.
Try and do better.
I learned in this flag thing. Last thing. I learned in this flag thing. My biggest support is always been from people not from my own city.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't bother me. I don't really care. I can care less. But you're going to get your biggest support from people who are not from around you, because usually people don't want to see. It's just people don't want to see have success. Like they don't want to see it, and it's really just internal hate. Like people really, and I don't understand it, because I do everything for the city. I do everything for other people. For 4 or 5 years, I traveled up and down the road and wasn't even playing.
Yep.
So I'm not a selfish guy. I don't never. You'll never see me post and say I put the team together. Made the sub. Like I did this. I did that. I'm never. Nobody never. You'll never. If you don't know I put the team together, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just here. Like I never be like, well, I put the team together, so let me poke my chest out. Like, no, hey man, that boy ball right there. We won because of him. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
never say, well, you ball, but you wouldn't have been in the tournament if I would have picked you. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, but then
Yep.
you'll have players who be like, well, Dupree, you only won because I was playing. And I'm saying, well, who put the team together?
And I don't think, hey, building a team ain't for the weak.
Man, that shit is the biggest headache. I don't think people understand how hard it is. You gotta pick the right players. You gotta juggle egos. You gotta juggle personalities. You gotta give people they make sure people are in their role. You gotta make sure everybody get there. You gotta make sure everybody got somewhere to stay. And shit, you might have to make sure everybody got water and Gatorade, because motherfuckers won't
Uh-huh.
even play their little $40 fee. You gotta kill them to do that.
Yep.
Then you gotta make sure they got water and Gatorade. You gotta make sure they get there. You gotta make sure, like, bro, these guys don't understand if you ain't never ran no team before.
Boy, and I always feel so bad, but boy, collecting money is the worst. It is the worst. I always said hit them up with the at everyone tag, boy.
Right.
Hey,
And
hey, who
you know,
got
you
their
know what be
40?
funny about the money part, though, Scott, is you'll talk about a tournament for for instance, like certain tournaments, you're going to every year. Like you're going to nationals, or you're going to Weekend Warrior Worlds, wherever it is you go, and then you have like a whole fucking year, and then you're struggling to get the goddamn money. It's like, bro, you've been talking about this shit since last year.
Uh-huh. That's why I was running those tournaments for a while to help pay for some of that
Right.
because man, I don't feel like begging people. So if I can get some of it myself,
Right.
hey, I gotta spend a day out at the ball field and ref some games and things
Right.
like that. Then so be it. I'd rather die for that one day than have to beg for money.
Right. Or you be like, you want to go. You may have like a good handful of people that are like easy send the $40. Like I got certain people on my team that when I drop the date, their money is coming that same day. Like Dre, Wayne, like B and Chris. Like you got Kozar. Like you got people who are gonna like immediately send that money. Like I'll be like, we going to such and such in 6 months, and they're sending their $40 that same day.
Yep.
But like, so you ended up like, and then you end up like paying if you pay the fee, because like you're a GM, so you're like, we want to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pay the fee and just say, I'll get it back from guys, and then you end up not getting it back from guys, and then before you know it, you're $250 in the hole just
Yep.
on the fee, and then you got to get the rental car, and then you got to get the gas, and then you got guys got to ride. It's just like before you
It's a
know it,
lot.
you're $600 in the hole for a tournament, and then if you don't win, guys are mad at you. And I'm like, bitch, I'm mad. I spent $600 for this
Just
shit.
to get you here.
Right. I spent $600 for this whole fucking trip. And y'all mad because we lost a game? Bitch, I'm mad because I spent $600. So at
Like I
that
said,
point, it'd be about just having fun, man. If
yeah.
I learned a long time ago that I would rather lose and have fun than win with aggravation.
Yeah, that 1K, man, that would hit, John. That would hit. But I've got a good 6 or 7 of my guys that are pretty consistent about actually paying.
Right.
I just like I said, my biggest thing, I hate asking. I hate
Right.
asking the question, even for the ones
Right.
they're gonna pay. But one last thing, I'll
Yes,
let you get
sir.
off here. Uh, a lot of those teams in that flagged up tournament.
Rough Riders from New
I,
Orleans. Obviously, Backpack Boy, that's Mark and them.
Yep.
New Jack from Atlanta, they good. That's KT team.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously, you know who BWA is.
Yep. Very well.
One of those Atlanta teams we just played in Milledgeville, 404 Outlaws. We played in Milledgeville. They were pretty decent. I want to see, is that Miko team?
I'm not sure. There was I seen a bunch of names. I didn't. I just know
Um,
it was when I seen it was a Birmingham tournament. I was like, oh, I got to go home. I gotta go
oh,
home.
right, right.
If anything's in Birmingham, yeah, I'm there. I got to be there.
Yeah, and I can say that because it's two Rough Riders.
Hmm.
Oh, Gator. We play Gator pretty much every
Yeah,
year
I
in
know Gata.
nationals.
We've played them a couple times.
And then the Coldest, they good. We just played. Well, we didn't play them. What you call it? Just that's who played BWA in
Did I lose you?
nationals last year, and then they played them
Uh
again in
oh.
Mayhem. And then of course Wolfpack New Orleans,
I
and
think
then
there he
I feel
goes.
like I
There,
know North Stars,
I lost you
but
for
oh shit,
uh,
I'm still
last
there.
last I, yeah. Last I heard you say was Gata.
Oh yeah, Gator. And then of course New Orleans Wolfpack, and then I feel like I seen North Star somewhere, but I
I
can't
think
remember enough of them. I was trying to look at the thing, but I guess it must be because I'm on my phone. I tried to go to Facebook and look at the team list.
hmm. But it looked like
But yeah,
good teams though, huh?
yeah, I think it's gonna be a great tournament. I was thinking about, and I remember I was thinking about going, but man, them damn 5 hours,
Yeah.
that's a gauntlet.
Yep. Yeah. It's 3.5 for me, but
Right.
I've
Yeah,
made that.
that's like going to Orlando for you.
Uh huh. What's up with the Tiffin tourney, Dupree?
Oh yeah, Cody's still having it. I gotta I know he said some teams were reaching out to him, interest wise, but y'all know how flag go. Everybody pays at the last minute.
Yep.
So I need to follow up with him this week and see if he had any more people. But he's had people calling him and saying they want to get in. It's just a matter of teams actually sending that money.
When's that one?
August 8th.
Oh, that's like the week before, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's like my tournament in Tally in September. It's the week before North Carolina.
Is it? I thought it was like 2 weeks or so.
Mine's is the 12th and 13th, and North Carolina's the 18th through the 20th. So it's directly the weekend before.
Oof. I
But
didn't
they
realize.
didn't. And the reason why I had it because like I have been trying to get those fields for the longest. They like we tried to do. Me and Teddy tried to do them for March Madness, and then they pulled the plug on us last minute. Said they had something else. Something was double booked. Some crazy shit. Was like the guy who gave me the fields didn't. I guess they didn't log that. Whatever happened, and they had to back out on us. So that's why we ended up in didn't not doing March Madness and just doing Mayhem. And then I reached back out to him again, and I was like, "Hey," and it was like, we got the fields available. The only date we got is that date. That was the only date they had, and I was like, damn, this is like probably the only opportunity I would get to get Florida State fields. I got to at
Um.
least try it
Yep.
because I could have said nah, just wait the next year, but next year may not never ever be next year. So I was like, yeah, I got to do it. So
Yeah. You getting
that's
good
I
interest on it?
yeah, the same thing. Like teams are like, oh, Tallahassee, like yeah, you got like because D Money, he's got some events. He's got two venues already reserved for Friday night and Saturday night. So like we gonna make it like a whole big thing, but it's just like just getting teams to pay. That's all. People been hitting me up saying, oh yeah, we coming to that. And I don't think I'm big enough to even attract the same teams that would go to North Carolina anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll be affected too much. North Carolina won't affect me too much. I know I have reached out to some people who said that it'll affect us on the women's side because a lot of some of the women's I had reached out to Shay Jones from Atlanta and Ray Jean from Tallahassee, and they were just like a lot of the women's that they know said they're going to North Carolina.
Mm.
So it was that part for the women's was a bad weekend because they're gonna go to a more established tournament. So
Yeah. Yeah. which is fair.
I just had to have it, so I'm hoping that I can at least have it, even if it's not like big like I wanted to, but I at least want to have it because if I can show Florida State that I can have it,
Yeah,
I can probably build a relationship with them where I can get it again. So
yeah, yeah. I feel you. We need our local teams to come up there. Some of the
right,
lower teams, at least, to try to
yeah,
come.
850 Blur Chaos,
Uh huh.
YNs. Who else you got? I know Game Breakers. They're going. They automatically because of Mayhem.
Yeah,
So, and I'm hoping some of the local Georgia teams that don't like travel to the bigger tournaments.
yeah.
I'm hoping for some of them to come
Well,
too.
that's what I
So,
for when I run some stuff. I like to see some of those lower teams
right,
come and let them play on like a even playing field
bracket.
instead of going
Hmm.
somewhere and getting their eyes beat in because they ain't used to traveling.
And that's why I want. And I was talking to me and Teddy was talking about having a true rec division. Because what you don't want is a team that don't really travel or a team that may just be doing it just one time. You're not going to get them again if they
Nope.
get in the tournament and they got to run up against BWA and get beat 60 to zip, or they got to run up against a cheat code or run up against a New Orleans Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? Like you run up
Oh, I
against one of
agree.
those teams and you've never traveled before,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit again. So
Hmm.
that's why I really
That
wanted a
was
true rec division.
that was always my complaint. Which I mean, I've always still played, and I like Teddy, but that was always my one little complaint about it. Is even if they ain't rushing or playing quarterback, if you got an A player playing a regular rec team, they gonna make a difference.
Right.
They gonna make a difference. Imagine a rec team trying to chase little tie down.
Right.
I
And
mean
that's
that.
why I kind of regretted doing it at Mayhem, but I know because like I was saying, like A and B, I don't really have a problem with doing it. I don't really have a problem with A players playing in B because a lot of teams that B teams they're gonna have enough talent, and I like the whole you can't throw a rush, but I don't think nobody should be down in red. That's just
Yeah,
my
I,
personal.
I personally still don't like it in A and B
Right. I'm not a fan of it in A and B, but I think
because
the talent gap is not really that big of a. It's not that really big of a gap from A and B because a lot of teams really be A teams and they get in B because they want to win. So it's
yeah,
not like, uh,
I
you
don't
know,
I
you
don't I don't disagree, but it's and I know I mean the money's the money, but I'm like you're
right,
basically just playing in two tournaments in one day and playing the
right.
same just people at different positions. I
I
just
agree.
like it. If you show up this weekend to play in A, you should play in A, and if you show up that weekend to be in B, you should be in B.
Right.
You know
And,
that's just my opinion, and I'm the lone on that, and I'm fine with being that. So
no, I agree. I'm not a fan of the A and B thing. The only good thing from a director standpoint is you probably get two teams out of one.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
if I feel like it's like let's say for example, let's say Ty wanted to play quarterback, right? He wanted to put a quarterback team in. BWA's in A, and then BWA players in B, but is a Ty playing quarterback instead of Jason. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying?
I,
Or like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wolfpack.
From a financial point, yeah,
Right,
it's genius. But then it's like, well, let's say Game Breakers shows up, and now they're still playing BWA,
right. I got you.
and
Mm-hmm.
they
Yep.
still have all of BWA's
Yeah, he
defense.
played now. You right. Yeah.
Instead of Ty rushing, now you got Nate rushing,
Right.
who is
Right.
still a really good rusher.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is now Ty's playing quarterback, and
Right.
but normally that
Now I
person
agree.
still, you know, like I said, I mean, I get why you do it financially as a director. I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
And
You
then
pick,
and to your point, I know I said about the rec, but you may get some B teams that be like, I'm not going there again because why am I playing against, you know, why am I playing against, somebody, why am I playing against Jason Kaiser and, whoever, whoever it may be,
yeah.
why am I playing against, like, I don't
Hmm.
want to get beat to sleep because you do want it to be like if I know them because you're gonna have some teams that are truly a B team
Yeah.
that's getting in B,
Yep.
and if they have to play a team, they're gonna be because I heard it a little bit at Mayhem and it's like, oh, we got to play against these guys we just watched over there playing the higher division.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get it. I'm like I say, I'm not 100% against it, but I would rather divisions be divisions because
Yeah.
the true flag guys are going to come regardless.
Yep.
But when you're trying to attract new blood, you don't a one bad experience for a team and they're probably not coming back to your tournament. And I
Yep.
don't have a luxury, like me and Teddy don't have the luxury as like a weekend warrior or Tampa or UFFL. You know what I'm saying? Where you lose a couple teams, you gain 8. We lose 2 teams. That's probably gonna take we're scraping the surface to get the 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lose 2 because they're never coming back. Like you eliminate the chance of building. And if you
Yeah.
lose 2 and gain 2, you're only staying the same. It's no, you want to build upon it. So yeah, I get it from that standpoint of the business side makes sense from a
Yes.
player and actual other side of it is like, no, I would rather divisions be divisions.
Yep. Yep. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I get both sides of it. That just where I stand. If I
Right.
show up to play B,
I want to play B.
it B. Yeah. If you show up to
Right.
play A, you should play A. You know. Or I'm just gonna, just take SB and go play rec.
And then the next time your team might be like, well, damn, I probably just won't go. Or you get a team that's saying, well, shit, I'm gonna take my B and go play rec.
Yeah.
Like you just said, like, what's the point of me going to B if I'm not going to play? And then now you got a B team in rec that's probably better than all the rec teams, and now the rec teams saying I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I kind of like Jason's approach of everybody in the same pool and then split after that. The only problem with that,
Well, I
the only
I
problem with
don't.
that is I get my ass kicked in my 2 games and then I have a bad experience and then the next day I do get to play against teams on my level or
Well, see,
SB.
I don't like that because it comes back to, once again, in my opinion, strength of schedule.
Right.
Because what if I just played
The
two
best
trash
people.
teams?
Right.
I go and no offense, when I went to Birmingham with that, we didn't take we took a bunch of pickups of B players outside of like me and Grant and Austin and
Right.
whatnot. We played two bad teams and we blew them up because we weren't a top 4 team, but we ended up with the number 1 seed because we played two lower teams, and that matters. Strength of who you play in pool matters because now if you split up and you're like, oh, now you're an A because you just blew up two bad teams when really you're a
Right.
B team also. Uh, that's why I don't like that. I just like you either sign up for A, you sign up for B, sign up for rec, you play what you sign up for, and then there should be some kind of team list so that way you can play where you belong.
Yeah,
So
and I was just gonna say that because if I'm a good team, but I mess around and lose both of our pool play games, I end
yeah,
up in a division against teams that I'm gonna just kill.
well that's like let's say you accidentally get BWA, All Madden, and SB in the same pool, you know, and one of us goes 0-2, and then uh you got game breakers on another pool playing, like a ones or heaven sent, like teams like that,
Right,
and they're 2-0. BWA's 2-0. Now they're all in A, and then one of us are all Madden or something, like, you know what I mean? Like
hmm
now we're in B, and we just stole a championship from some bad teams
right.
that should have been in B. That's why I don't like that format. I
Yeah, and
just
I agree. Now, the only thing you could do differently, I think the only way you could probably do it differently is you got to know knowing the landscape of the teams, or two, asking like letting the captains declare. Like I know Ump used to do this a long time ago, where and I think Jason did it too before a while ago. But you could declare where you want to go at, like despite
yeah,
your pool play, because may have some teams that say, I don't care what my record is. Like I've been in the group chats where like teams like I don't care what my record is, I want to go A,
yeah,
and then like you got some teams that saying like I want to go B. Like I know Aunt used to have that in his thing where it's like I'm saying I'm signing up for B, but everybody's in the same pool, so it's like okay, well everybody's gonna play everybody, but if you
Yeah.
declare for B, then you can go B. If you declare for A, you can go A, and then the only discrepancy is if you got 10 teams and you got 8 of them declaring for B, then you got a problem.
Well, I know for my stuff, whenever I make the schedule, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident they should be a 1 seed, pretty confident they should be a 2 seed. They're the last two teams. I kind of try to predict ahead and get
Right,
everyone to match up where they're supposed to be. Probably not the right thing to admit and say, but
right.
you know, I try to be like, you know, hey, if we play it this way, the bracket's going to be how it's supposed to be. As long as you actually win like you're supposed to, because anybody can beat anybody on a Sunday. So
Said everything is already preset. But we didn't, we didn't have divisions either. But my tournaments, the bracket is already set. So
yeah,
and then I know Buck used to do for when he had his tournaments in Destin, the BB flat tournaments.
oh
You
yeah,
you get to choose where you're going. So if I'm the
oh
one
that
seed,
used to
I get
be
to choose my spot. Yeah,
yeah that used to, and we've done some of ours like that too, which seems to be what a lot of people like. They like to pick
like
where they go. Yep, yep, that is a lot of fun because then you got everybody. Oh man, I used to love those BBB flag ones in
in
Destin.
Destin.
Yeah, man, that was so much fun.
Uh,
That was so everybody huddled around the tent talking about where they want to
mhm,
go. The pat,
yeah.
talking trash while they're putting their names on the board.
Yeah, I
Oh
told
yeah,
Shetty I want to start. I want to get back to that for for all of our divisions. It's just like going to predetermined bracket, and then letting everybody pick by seed.
yeah. Oh man, I think that would bring a lot of positive to it because that's a lot of fun when you do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you kind of get to see who's running from who.
Yeah, yeah. Who looking for the easier path?
Yep.
Because you get some teams
Uh,
that don't even be wanting that buy. Sometimes you got like that's why I like that too because sometimes teams may not want to buy. Some teams be like, all right, I already done sat because I played
yep.
my 2 pool play games early. I've been sitting 2-3 hours. Now if I get the 1 seed, I get a buy. So now I got to sit another 2-3 hours.
Yep.
Like Shamrock was like that, where a lot of teams were like sitting because they won, and then they were just like, well, shit, we're just gonna sit here all day for 4 or 5 hours before we play.
Yep. Yep. I'd rather play the extra game.
Right.
I want to get my money's worth.
And you don't want to sit like the longer you sit, you lose your mojo. Guys get stiff. Guys are
Yep.
gonna leave and go eat, and then the whole mindset of your team changes the longer you wait. So I would
Yep.
rather just keep playing. Like what we used to do with my tournament. You know how you do it. We'll have like an hour break to everybody to pick their spot, and then you right back at it. You don't want to have people waiting around too long,
Hmm. Yep.
especially if it's a one dayer. If
Yeah.
it's a one dayer, you want to have to obviously give everybody a little your reps a little time to recuperate and just play it. But one day you kind of want to know you don't want to wait no longer than an hour. I would say.
Uh huh. I agree. I agree. But all right. That's really all I got for tonight.
But, all right, man. Always great to chop it up with you, man. We gotta jump on some flag talk shows though. I know we kind of got off of Pensacola into like some of these conversations and stuff. I wanted to start having like a flag talk show where we pick a topic and elaborate on the topic. So we kind of got into it today. So I'm kind of excited to try to do that.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Talk some league, and then get into
Right,
something else.
right.
We need to get some of the other guys to jump on every now and
Yeah,
again
I was
too.
gonna make a post and be like, hey man, we need some players to get in and chime in and give their takes on stuff and the other teams they seen, not just coming from us.
Hmm.
Oh, my
I
camera
think
can't.
so. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe next Friday we'll get some guest speakers.
Yeah, let's make
Give,
a post and let's see who want to jump on because I can have up to 10 people on the screen at
oh,
once.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll make a post.
All right, man. You take it easy, bud.
All right, bud.
Yes,
Later.
sir.